2-run home run by Dale Murphy. No one left on base to score at the end of 1. And the fastball in tight. The throw to second base as Strawberry steals is not in time, and Darrell with a stolen base.
Well, I'll tell you, what a glaring example of how the game has changed. 3-0, the Mets are down. Here's Strawberry getting a pretty good jump. Ball inside. Virgil throwing to second base. They're just too fast today to throw guys out consistently. Johnny Bench would have to make adjustments even in his heyday to throw out some of these speedsters. 7
ball games. And he hits this one in the hole. It'll be on through for a base hit. Strawberry standing to see whether or not it would go through. Now moves over to third, and the Mets have runners at first and third with no one out.
Just not on his side tonight.
And a drive up the middle, a base hit. So Carter hits it hard. And going to third is McReynolds as Strawberry scores, and the Mets are on the board, and they have the tying run at first base as Carter comes through with a big RBI.
The Mets can get this guy hot, boy, they'd be in great shape. And here's Carter going right back up the middle. Hit the ball where it was pitched. You don't see Gary Carter do that very often. He's usually pulling the ball.
Sticking with the veterans, and that has something to do with salary. There's a line drive base hit to left field. Elster hanging on that curveball and driving it to left center, and coming in to score is Kevin McReynolds. And the Mets are back in the ball game. 2-2, and a base hit to left field as Elster makes the dive. He can't get it. Here's a play at the plate. Here comes Carter in the tag, and he's out. So Ozzie Virgil trying to score on the base hit to left field is thrown out the plate, and a perfect throw by McReynolds, and that ends the inning.
And there it is again, just under the glove of Kevin Elster. And McReynolds makes a big league throw to cut down Ozzie Virgil. Good tag by Gary Carter. Just tag him and get out of there. Scored 7-2, and that'll do it for the Braves.
No run. Base to score at the end of 2. It's the Braves plugging at 575 to Galarraga at 607. And another bullet hit by Darryl Strawberry. Darryl rounding, he's going to go for 2, and the throw in is not in time as Darryl just outruns the ball.
You know what's going on? I mean, that's a base hit into right center field. Darryl Strawberry was rounding first base. Deion James picked up the ball, and Darryl Strawberry at will decided to go to second base. No big deal, and he made this easily. Like Ralph said, he scorches this ball. He hits the hardest singles in baseball, or I should say in this case doubles. Now James gets over. Obviously you saw how hard the ball was hit, so James gets it in a hurry. Now Darryl's running. James is throwing the ball in, and Darryl still makes it easily.
So the Mets have the time run at second with who gets the win. Starting pitcher Wooden. There's a drive to left field, way back. Going back is Griffey, and he can't make the play. Strawberry comes in to score the time run, and McReynolds gets an RBI as he doubles over the head of Ken Griffey and left.
Ken Griffey's a fine defensive outfielder. In this particular instance, as you see Darryl Strawberry, who scored the run, being congratulated by his teammates. In this instance, Ken Griffey was going back. He knew the ball was hit over his head, and now he starts to jog a little, and he's going to jump. But when a ball is hit on the nose, it doesn't go straight out there. It'll go out like a knuckleball.
In this 3-3 game, there's a drive gone. Goodbye. The Mets take the lead 5-3.
Johnson just hit his 17th home run of the season for the Mets. We talked about the Mets being flat in Houston. They're pumped up here in Atlanta. Boy, this ball jumps out of here. Howard Johnson, or nearly Howard, carries that bat around to his neck area or the back of his shoulders with with both hands, but he released it with one hand. He hit that ball a long way. And I'm telling you, every pitcher over there has to be about 6'5" or 6'6".
And Ken Obergefell drives it to the middle, and a great play by Kevin Elster to take a base hit away. Obergefell had doubled his first time up and now robbed of a base hit.
Great play by Kevin Elster, a la Ozzie Smith. Boy, he ranged far to his left, gloves the ball, now throws the ball off balance. You got to be very relaxed to throw a ball like that. Ozzie Smith does it so well, and Kevin Elster doing it well right there.
So one
popped up, shallow center field. James coming in, Thomas back, and Thomas misses the ball. James retrieves it quickly, and you were talking about that twilight time. That maybe he scored a base hit. I don't know whether he saw that ball or not. Well, when a ball hit that high,
wow, that's, you got to give him a chance on that one.
Deep to left field. Griffey is back. Out of here, home run, Kevin McReynolds. 8-3, New York.
Well, here it is on the replay, a 3-2 fastball right down the middle. McReynolds, who had singled his first time up, doubled his second, now homers his third. Griffey back looking for more room. He can't get it. It just does clear the fence. So McReynolds picks up a 3-run home run, his 12th home run of the year.
Howard Johnson takes strike one. Johnson homered his last at bat with one aboard. 8-3 now, New York on top. The third out is made, but the Braves with 2 more runs on 3 hits. They strand Griffey. It's 8-6 New York.
Last year.
1 out, bases loaded. Another curveball hit sharply at Backman. The catch was not made. The double play was 4-6-3. The Braves with 1 run on 2 hits. They strand 2. That could have been a triple play with nobody out.
Yeah, especially if
he'd caught the ball in the air.
But he played it on the short hop, and then the throw to Elster and back to first. They just did get him at first for the double play, and the Mets get a big break. That ball hit hard, but right at Backman.
8-7, New York after 6. We'll be back.
We have not been interrupted by rain tonight. McDowell to Maganin scored 1-3. That'll do it for the Braves here in the 8th, but they have come all the way back, tied the ball game. As we go to the 9th, we're tied at 8. Fly ball left field. It will drift away from McReynolds. Extra bases. And Perry might go for 3. He is. McGuire throw. He gets up. Great play by Kevin McReynolds. His 11th assist of the year.
I'll tell you what, Frank, proportionately, I have never seen a visiting crowd give a hand to a visiting ball club like the Mets fans are giving the Mets Kevin McReynolds after this play. His 2nd assist of the night, his 11th assist of the season, and Gerald Perry makes a bad play. In the 9th inning of a tie game, you've got to make sure if you go to third base, you cannot be thrown out in your last at bat.
There's a ground ball. Backman scored 4-3. That'll do it for the Braves here in the bottom of the 9th. We'll go to extra innings because we're all tied, and we'll return.
There goes the runner. Good jump. The throw by Carter is not in. It is in time. Got him on the back as he was going for the bag. The tag made by Elster, and an outstanding play. Carter getting the throw away. It wasn't that accurate.
No, it wasn't. A good quick release. Get it down there and let Elster make the tag. Elster adjusting very well. Elster can really move, catch the ball in a move, and make the tag. And Gary Carter got rid of the ball in a hurry. Watch Elster. Going towards the runner, makes the tag, tags him on the leg.
And a good call by second base umpire Steve Orr. At the end of 10, the Mets 8, Atlanta 8. It's out of anybody's hand.
Even if they do, they're going to have a tough out in getting Howard Johnson.
Strawberry an average lead at first. And a ground ball down by the third baseman Oberfeld, who was guarding the line against the extra base hit. Strawberry going to third, and he'll score as Griffey lets the ball get on by, and the Mets take the lead 9-8 on the error by Ken Griffey.
Well, big break for the Mets. Ken Griffey unable to handle his ball. He's just rushing in. He saw Darryl Strawberry on the move, and he figured he had a shot at him. The ball went under the glove. Griffey retrieves the ball. Strawberry cruises home. Now watch Strawberry. He hits second base, doesn't hesitate. Probably got Griffey to take his eye off the ball. Because of taking the eye off the ball goes under the glove. So aggressive base running by Darryl Strawberry, producing a run.
Putting the pressure on, and now Howard leadoff double. He tried to stretch it into a triple and was thrown out by Roger McDowell. And this should do it. High fly ball to left field. Roger McDowell, who's had a spectacular night, puts it away, and the Mets win it by a score of 9-8. It is their 9th extra inning win against 2 losses, and they have picked up another one-run ball game. They have now won 18 one-run ball games while losing 8. And they have won the first game of this 4-game series. And the hero of the ball game, Kevin McReynolds, with 5 base hits. He threw 2 runners out, and he certainly has done a great job. So the final score, and we'll be back with a wrap-up in just a moment. But first, let's go to Gus Hergert